On larger drawings that will not fit on a single sheet of paper, you may need to set up additional sheets for printing purposes. Notice that this property does not fit entirely on the desired paper size at the selected output scale. The property was shown on a sheet marked as a master sheet. The irrigation design was created on a second sheet and marked as a show master sheet. To print the drawing will require additional sheets of paper. We have created several match lines and determined that the drawing will be printed on 3 sheets of paper. The match lines were drawn with a dashed line set to a larger width and a small scale. Open the Drawing Page Setup command from the File menu or by clicking on the toolbar icon. Click on the Add button to insert a new sheet into the current design project. The paper size, orientation, and scale are displayed to the right of the sheet name. You can adjust these settings just as you would when creating a new drawing. You may rename a sheet by selecting a sheet name in the list and clicking on the Rename button, or by clicking on the sheet name. Now type in a new name. In this example, we will name this new sheet Irrigation Sheet 1, and we will mark the sheet to show the master sheet contents. We want both the property and the irrigation design to appear on this sheet. Since you may have more than one master sheet, we'll mark the irrigation sheet as a master sheet, and the contents of both the main sheet and irrigation sheet will now appear on our new Irrigation Sheet 1. The paper is positioned behind the portion of the design we want to print, so we do not need to move or reposition the paper on this sheet. As you can see, the design extends further to the right than necessary. We need some room here to place a title block symbol. The design also extends above the page. We'd prefer not to have the design run off the edge of the paper, so we can set a clipping area to trim the boundaries of the design. The clipping area is basically a window onto the master sheet contents. Click on the Enable Clipping Area checkbox in the table or near the bottom left corner of the dialog box. The Set Clipping Area button will appear. Click on the button to begin setting the clipping area. It's important to note that no entities will be visible outside of the clipping area on a master sheet. The clipping area feature is intended for use on a show master sheet. The clipping area is automatically set to the border of the paper and is represented by a colored box. The grip locations are highlighted with small blue boxes and arrows. Click one time with the left mouse button inside of a grip handle. Move the cursor to a new location to modify the size of the clipping area. Click a second time with the left mouse button to complete the change. Adjust all sides of the clipping area as necessary. When the clipping area is set, press the Enter key to end the command and to return to the Drawing Page Setup dialog box. Pressing the Escape key will exit the command and reset the clipping area to its starting location. Now let's create another sheet and name it Irrigation Sheet 2. We will mark this sheet to show the master sheet contents. We need to reposition this sheet behind the topmost portion of the design. Click on the Move Sheet button and the paper will appear on the mouse cursor. Drag the paper to the desired location and click one time with the left mouse button to place the paper in the new location. Now make use of the clipping area to display just the portion of the design required for this page and place any other contents on the page as necessary, such as a title block, a north arrow, and a scale. Let's create one last page and name it Irrigation Sheet 3. We'll reposition the paper behind the remaining portion of the design and clip the area. We'll add any entities to this page before sending all 3 pages to the printer one at a time using the Print command from the File menu.